Hi everyone, welcome back to Legalese Translator. My name is Heather Hui-Litwin, and joining me here is Toronto lawyer Heather Douglas. Hi Heather.
Hi.
In this video, we're going to talk about a special set of procedures called Simplified Procedure. As many of you know, the rules of procedure that apply to civil litigation can be very complicated. There are over 70 rules on civil matters at the Ontario Superior Court. Now, for matters under 35,000, parties can go to small claims court where there are much fewer rules. But for matters that don't qualify for small claims, there is a set of rules called Simplified Procedure that's available for amounts that are over 35,000 but under $200,000. So Heather, can you tell us a little bit more about this simplified procedure?
Yeah, so simplified procedure is a great alternative to the ordinary procedure when your claim is at a value that is less than $200,000. Some of the perks include that you have a shorter discovery time. So instead of 7 hours, your limit is 3 hours. Another one is a new rule that limits the amount of costs that can be awarded. So if you lose, you kind of cap the risk in going forward with your claim. And another one that is a more general advantage is that it's supposed to be quicker. You're supposed to be able to get to trial in a faster manner because the interlocutory steps are supposed to be shorter and are meant to get cases heard in a quicker manner. And another advantage is that trial days can be capped as well to up to 5 days. So that should also increase the speed of which you can get a decision from the court.
So there are a lot of advantages of using Rule 76, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Right. So can you tell us a little bit more about the mandatory versus optional nature of this rule?
Yeah, so really the plaintiff has the power to decide what procedure they want to use. If your claim is truly valued at under $200,000 and it's for money exclusively or real property or personal property, you should be using this rule. And if you don't, then you can face cost consequences from the court. But at the end of the day, when you first start your claim, the plaintiff will decide like what relief they want to seek, and that will determine if they're under ordinary or simplified. The defendant can oppose simplified procedure, but again, if you're wrong about that, then there can be cost consequences against the defendant. So really look at the case, and the lawyer or the litigant should evaluate what's the true value that you're fighting over. And if it really is 200,000 or under, then that should be the procedure that you are proceeding under.
So Heather, is it possible to switch between back and forth? Because I mean, I think that for, let's say you're a self-represented litigant and you're not even aware that there's this procedure, and you're like, oh, okay, this sounds like a great procedure, but I started off in ordinary. Can I switch? Can they switch?
Oh yes, you can definitely switch. You probably can do it with a motion to the court asking for leave. There might be other ways to do it, like maybe if you're being case managed, maybe there'll be an opportunity through case management, but there should be allowed, if you realize that you made a mistake, to rectify that mistake.
One last question, like this rule sounds amazing to me, but are there any disadvantages to using the simplified procedure?
I wouldn't say there are disadvantages, but you may lose the right to a jury trial. You might not be able to have the discoveries as many hours as you would like. You might not be able to bring certain kind of motions or like certain aspects of a motion. And that will be clear once we put in the inserts for the rule as they currently are.
Do you have any practical tips for people who want to use this procedure?
Yes, some of the practical tips are, and it's a mistake I made one of the first times I worked on a simplified procedure case, was use the forms for simplified procedure. So they have different forms in the ordinary procedure. That would be one of my first tips to people. It sounds so basic, but it's
Mhm.
quite easy to forget.
Okay, so thank you, Heather, for your helpful explanation on simplified procedure. And thank you to everyone for watching. If you found this video helpful, please support us by giving us a like and sharing with others. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you at the next video. Bye. Okay.